Hi everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs, and today I'm doing a series of videos showing you how to assemble some of the boxes that I use in my display tray, or you can use them on a shelf or a mantle for your holiday displays. These are all regular boxes that you can use as a gift box or however you want, but they also work great with your displays. So this one I'm going to show you how to do my little house box, and this one is the Filled with Love, and it has a heart and your saying. So let's go ahead and get started. What you will need is you will need some glue. I like my Scotch Create tacky glue. And then your file. So in your file, you are going to have, first you're going to have your little saying, and this says Filled with Love, and it cuts out all as one piece. And you can cut this from paper or vinyl, doesn't matter. You are going to have a heart. And then you're going to have your top of your box and the bottom of your box. And they actually look almost identical, so I'm going to show you first how to tell. So on the inside piece of both the top and the bottom, you'll have a little piece that is cut out. That goes on the inside. To decide which is your top and which is your bottom, you're going to take your pieces and you're going to line them up. And whichever piece is bigger, that is the top of the box. So this is the top of my box, this is the bottom of my box. If you're not sure, you can also do it with your tabs. Whoops. Line them up, and the bigger ones go on the top and the smaller ones go on the bottom. I always like to work with the bottom of my box first. Doesn't really matter, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, so you've got your tabs, and you'll notice that one of your tabs does not have a score line and one does. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure these are both going in the right direction. They are. We're going to go ahead and score this piece on the score lines. So there's one right there, and then one on the tab on this one. And then we'll take those tabs and we're going to score those down as well. Okay, now on this one we have score lines in the walls, but we do not have a score line on the bottom or on this tab, and that is because this is going to meet in the middle, and I'll show you as we start to assemble it. And so you don't want that tab folded. You want it to just lay straight or to lay flat. So now we're going to go ahead and turn down our tabs. And I've kind of used a little bit of a thicker cardstock this time just because I like the color. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, we're going to put glue on this tab right here that was not folded. And then we're going to line it up so the edge matches right where the tabs meet. Does that make sense? And just kind of go ahead and smooth it down. And then we're going to kind of fold it, and we're going to glue this tab inside so that all of your tabs are on the inside. And we're going to lay this edge right along the score line, not on top of it, but right next to it. And press it. And that is going to make the peak of your roof. So your box is kind of looking like a square right there. Okay, now we're going to take the inside piece and we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to put some glue right along that bottom. And lay it up there. And then just press that with your fingers. Flip it over and make sure that those have adhered. And if they haven't, we might need to put a little bit more glue on there. couple need some more glue. And those need a little bit more glue. So we're going to just do that again. And press it. When I put this together, whenever I do boxes, I like to have a little piece of plastic. I don't know if you can see this or not, or something underneath my boxes to protect my work surface because they do get a little bit dirty. See all the glue. So now we're going to do the same thing on the top, and we're going to do enough to get like the first 2 tabs on each side. Fold them over, put it down on the desk, and just push that triangle piece at top of your house. Fold it over, and then this piece will probably need to be glued down again because the other tab was underneath it. Okay. So now that we've got the top and the bottom, we can work our way around the house, and it doesn't matter which direction you go. I'm going to just add some glue along the edge for about 4 or 5 tabs. Flip it over, and just with your finger, press those in and match it up. So you'll notice that I'm getting lots of glue on my little plastic piece. I get these from the dollar store. They're 2 for $1. And when they get, you can wash them up, but when they get really gross, then you can just throw them away. You can also use an old silhouette mat if you've got one. Just roll it over so that you're not gluing on the sticky side. So if you've got an old mat, instead of throwing it away, you can use it to protect your tabletop. Okay, so I am just working up one side of the box. And now that I've got all of those down, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start on the bottom and work up the next side of the house. That one is going to need a little bit more so I can tell. Flip it over, just press. And I like doing these shaped boxes this way with the tabs, just because it keeps the shape of the box really well. Okay, so once you've got that, and I've got a lot of glue on this, so it's gonna start to kind of warp a little bit until it dries, but it'll be fine. So once you've got all of your tabs down, you might need to glue a couple of extra pieces here. I love this color. This is not my favorite paper, and I can't even tell you what paper it is. It's some I've had in my stash for a long time, but I love the color of it. Okay, so once you've got that done and all your tabs are glued down, you're going to go ahead and put some glue on the edges of your outside piece and a little bit in the middle. We're going to start at the bottom and just match that up. As best you can. Flip it over. And there is the bottom of your box. And you'll notice that you can still see that little notch, but because there's another piece over it, it's not noticeable. Okay, so there's the bottom of your box. We're going to do the same exact thing for the top of our box. So we're going to bring our tab over, our tabs, and we're going to score. I want to make sure I've got these going the right direction. Okay, we're going to score on all of the fold lines. And this one has it on the tab. fold those other tabs down away from you towards the desk. And then do the same thing with this one. Fold those tabs, and this one does not have the score line on the tab. So we want that to be the flat edge for the bottom of our box. Once you've done one of these, all of this will make sense, and you'll go, oh yeah, no wonder you do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put glue on, just like before, on that tab. Line it up so the tabs come right together. Press it. Then we're going to fold it over and make kind of like a circle or a box. And the tab is going to be on the inside. And that again is the peak of our house, the roof peak. Get a nice firm adhesion there. Okay, make sure we get all those tabs kind of going down. Flip it over. Okay, we're going to find our box which has the tab cut out of it. Flip it over, and we're going to put glue along the bottom there. And just slide it right in there. And press. So that the edge of the wall is right up against the edge of the box. Perfect. That one went together much easier than the first one. However, I'm going to bend that tab out and make sure that we get those two corners. Come over. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the top. Pop that through, or pop that up. Get some glue. So for the first two tabs or so, bend them over, lay it down, just rub your finger along there and make sure that they are poked down, and they are. Okay, so now we're going to go up the side again, and it doesn't really matter which side you do first. Some on that corner one. Rub, rub. I'm going to get those last two so that I can get to the point of the roof. And then we're going to do the roof pieces. There's like 3 of them. And those two down there were not wanting to stick. And like I said before, once you've done one of these, then they'll go together really fast and go, oh, so easy to do. These make great little gift boxes for birthdays or holidays or whatever. They also work wonderful with your tiered trays, your shelf decor, your mantle pieces, whatever. And this box can be cut with the on letter size paper or 12 by 12. It can also be resized if you need to make it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. If you make it smaller, your tabs are going to be pretty tiny, but it's still doable. You can do whatever size you want. Okay, so once we've got those all down, our tabs are all down, one corner's not wanting to stick. There we go. Then we're going to take our top piece, put some glue on it. Start at the bottom. work our way up to smooth that out. If you need to flip it over, find a dry spot on your mat. Okay, so next up, we want to add our word and our heart. So I think, actually, before I do that, I'm going to put these together because I want to ink it up. So we're going to slide that together. And you could glue these together, which I probably will do because it's for my table, or my tray, excuse me. And I don't want it coming apart, but I've showed you that on the other video, so I'm not going to take the time to do it right now. I'm going to go ahead and ink it up with my makeup sponge and some old ink that I had. And we're just going to kind of, you can go as heavy or as light as you want. And you can do all the sides, or you can just do the front. I'm doing this really fast because I've already done a couple of other videos showing you how to do this. I am going to do it on the edges, and I'm going to do it right where those corners come together. It's just, I want it to look like a painted wood block or something, and that's where we've sanded the edges or whatever you've done. Okay, and then you can flip it over and do the back as well. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm in a hurry. This video is getting kind of long. Okay, we're going to take our words and we're going to glue them on here, unless, of course, you did them with vinyl. Then you would just need to put them on with your transfer tape. And I love vinyl on paper, and I've done quite a few videos with it. Let me find a pen to open this. I've done quite a few videos on it, and it's actually vinyl on top of paper works really well and looks really nice. So if you don't want to fiddle with all of that, then go ahead and cut it out of your vinyl. However, it does cut out as one piece, which I already showed you, so that, I don't know why I can't get my glue out, because I'm doing a live and it doesn't want to work. There we go. You don't need to glue everything, but you want enough that it's going to hold down and not have loose edges that pull up. Let's get a couple more pieces right there. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to take my heart, and I'm actually going to, well, no, I was going to put it on with some foam pop dots, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to glue it on. And then I think the last thing I'll do is I'm going to get some jute, and I'm going to tie it on there. So let me pause the video. Okay, so I grabbed some jute. And what I do with my scissors, and I'm just going to wrap that around. And tie it in a knot. And I think that is just going to be really fun for my little display. Don't you think? So, so cute. So thank you for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I hope that you will come back and join me for some more. Hit subscribe so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you for joining me today, and have a great day.